Rover SD1 then. Straight away you'll notice this is a 2.6, so it's missing a couple of cylinders and several cc's. Brian, the owner of this one, sourced this vehicle because it ticked the boxes in terms of the body shell, etc. He was looking at V8 models, however none of those were quite right for what he wanted to actually end up with. So decided that buying this model and having us build him an engine 3-speed auto up for a transplant was actually the better option for his build. He will be having the interior done and was also planning on painting it a different colour. However, his son Noah has called it the Red Devil. So it kind of has to stay red now, Brian. Well done, Noah. So under the bonnet, we won't dwell under here too long. Straight 6 twin SU carburetors and one big end bearing gone when you start it from cold. So that will be removed along with the gearbox that's in it at the moment, ready for our freshly built 3.5 fuel injected engine, which we'll go and take a look at now. Okay, so 2.6 meets 3.5. Holly's done a really nice job building up this engine ready for the project. So he started with building up the 3.5 short engine. It's rebored to +20 with brand new pistons and built up with ARP mains and big end stud kits on a reground crank. Piper 270i camshaft has been installed. And then moving on from there, he's installed 14-bolt stage 3 cylinder heads just to give a really nice power curve throughout the entire rev range rather than the engine being strangled to the wall by the cylinder heads. Hot wire fuel injection has been installed. Obviously originally the SD1 fuel injector models had flapper injection. Hot wire is a step up from there. That's why we've used it on this engine. A carburetor would have been an option for this engine, but the customer wanted a little bit of refinement that the fuel injection gives over a carburetor. The front end is everything SD1 original, as close as we can get it. We're just waiting for the power steering pump to arrive so that it can be completed on here, but that doesn't stop the engine going in the car. On the back, we've got a 3-speed GM180 that's been fully refurbished. This is what the car would have had originally, had it been a V8 model. I think actually the original engine 2.6 in there had the GM180 on the back as well. So obviously that's what we've gone with here. So this is ready to go in. What stops it going in is the 2.6 is already under the bonnet here.
Oh, Ian.
Yes.
I've already removed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on the floor over there.
Is that what that thing is?
That's what that thing is.
Oh, I did wonder. It's because it's in a straight line, not a V.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So under here we should have a big hole ready for an engine then. Ah, yes. So this body's obviously fared the test of time actually quite well, but we do have a few bits of surface rust just to take care of, which we are going to take care of before that engine gets put in. But yeah, how many times have you tripped over that engine then?
Is that what that is? I thought it was a boat anchor.
Yeah, I was unsure. Okay, let's work our magic under here then. Okay, so the engine bay has now been prepared, ready for the engine to be installed. We've all seen the pictures.
I've already done that, Ian.
You've already put the engine in?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice and simple then. The photos we've seen of it next to the car showed the exhaust manifolds. So we'll get Holly through next. He can build a nice stainless steel. Okay, so the exhaust is on. That just leaves that hot wire injection system.
That's meant to be on silent.
Yes, I always forget this. Hang on. And Steve. Hello, mate.
Hello mate, yeah, wiring's already done.
Oh, okay, cool. Fuel pump on?
Yep, fuel pump's fitted,
Fuel in it?
fuel's in,
Oil, coolant?
yep, all done.
So you started it then?
Engine started and set up,
Oh, right. Well, that just means I can drive it, yeah?
yeah, ready to go.
Perfect. I'll do that when it's daylight, I reckon. Okay, so out in the SD1 then. I'll do my best not to repeat the specification of the engine and the gearbox because I know we've already mentioned it in this video before. I have a tendency of repeating myself, so...
At least we won't forget.
You can hit me if I do it, Steve.
Oh,
right?
can I? Excellent.
So, out in the SD1, driving really beautifully. It's just incredibly smooth, obviously as it should be. That 3.5 engine just purrs along, effortless cruising. Obviously it's not a fire-breathing 4.6. Doesn't want to be for the customer specification, etc. Also, to be honest with you, for this car it doesn't need to be. You'll note we have no hands on the steering wheel in, no door cards, and the customer's next sort of phase of this project is a respray and interior work. he has actually said to us, very kindly so, that he'll bring the car up to us once all that's been done, so we can film again, because he knows, as well as we do, that a lot of our followers on the internet, you know, would probably like to see it completed.
I'd like to see it completed personally.
I would too.
I do quite like the SD1s.
You've got a soft spot for them, haven't you?
All the saloons really, they all tick boxes for me.
So yeah, we'll head out. We'll get a few shots of it. You're going to end up out in the cold. Did you bring a jacket?
I'm sort of wearing one.
Doesn't look like a jacket.
Well,
And then we'll have a little shot under the bonnet as well. And I think Steve's got some overlays to do of underneath the car. And there we go then, the Stage 3 3.5 is installed along with its overhauled gearbox. Nothing really out of the ordinary in terms of installation. Hot wire injection system, RPI ignition kit, Tornado ECU chip. We did have to come up with a custom sort of bracketry for the kickdown cable for the GM180, because that only operates on the very last portion of the throttle pedal. Other than that, jobs are good.
looks right at home, like it was meant to be there.
I'll second that. Well, that concludes the SD1 project video then. It's certainly been a joy to work on, a very involved project with lots going on, and I'm sure the customer and his son will enjoy it.
Well, if they don't, I will, but they definitely will.
In that case, I think I'm going to make you hand the keys to them, and then you can feel what it's like handing the keys away to cars you enjoy.
How fast can he run?
Right, see you in the next video.